Did you kill him?
No.
Well, I'll have to take you to the station for further investigation. Oh! That's it. You get in the car right now. If anything, I'll arrest you.
Freeze.
You guys know what the Milky Way is? I love space. Did you know the Milky Way is 90 degrees away from Orion's belt?
What?
You know the stars? There's millions of stars. I love stars. They're just burning. You know what prime numbers are? 2, 3, 5, 7.
They asked Christopher for his father's number and he gives it to them willingly. Then his father arrives at the station. Where's my son? Where's my son? I want to see my son right now. Just take me to my son.
Calm down. Let's go. Christopher, your dad's here.
Okay.
Get up.
Christopher, are you okay? Christopher, what are you doing? Did you kill that dog, Christopher?
Christopher, did you mean to hit the police officer?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
he,
I do.
no,
Yes, I do.
no, he
Yes.
didn't.
Did you mean to hurt the police officer?
No.
Okay, well, since your father told us what's wrong, we're just going to give you a caution. Do you know what the caution is?
Yes.
Okay, well, caution means that it's going to be on your record, and if you do anything else wrong, we'll pull up the record and you will get into more trouble. Is that understood?
He gets it. He gets it.
Okay, you're free to go.
Christopher, how many times have I told you to stay out of other people's business? Christopher's dad drives him back home and they have a conversation about what had just happened. Christopher, how many times have I told you to stay out of
I want to find out who killed the dog.
Christopher, just let it be. The dog is dead. There's no way to bring him back. Just butt out of other people's business.
I want to find it and I'm going to write a book about it.
Christopher,
I'm
you're
going to
not
write a
going to
book.
write a book. Christopher, I'm going to work right now. Just stay out of other people's business.
Still going to write a book.
The next day, Christopher decides to ask his neighbors about what happened to the dog. Hello, Christopher.
I want to try and help you about what happened to your dog.
You can't help me. You killed my dog.
No, I came to tell you I didn't kill your dog and I just want to help you find out who did.
Just leave me alone.
Oh,
Do you know who killed the dog? Do you know who killed the dog? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry, sir.
Do you know who killed the dog? Mrs. Alexander.
Oh, Christopher.
I was wondering if you knew what happened to the dog last night.
Why would I know anything? No, I don't know what happened to your dog.
You know anything?
It's kind of none of my business, but I do know that your dad has kind of been mad at you lately because your mother cheated on him with Mr. Shears.
This sir. One day when Christopher came home from school, he noticed his parents weren't home. An hour and a half later, his father came home, but Christopher's mother was still absent. So Christopher's father leaves for 2 hours in search for her. His father tells Christopher that his mom won't be home for a while, for she was in the hospital. He told Christopher not to visit, for she needed rest. She was in the hospital due to a heart problem. Christopher's mom died 2 weeks later. Christopher did not visit his mom once, but supposedly his father took her lots of food in the hospital.
His father grows angry when he finds out about Christopher's book. They get into a fight, and his father throws the book away. Whoa. Later on, his father apologizes and takes him to the zoo. Christopher wants his book back, so he goes to search for it. While he is searching for it, he finds a letter which seems to be written from his mom. He finds out his mom wasn't dead and had been living in London for 2 years with Mr. Shears. While reading the letter, Christopher blacks out because of the information contained in the letter.
Christopher, I meant to tell you sooner, Christopher. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Christopher. Just please sit down, Christopher. Christopher, I'm sorry, but it just didn't work out with me and your mother. She just couldn't take care of you or me. Christopher, I killed Wellington.
No.
Christopher!
No.
Christopher! Come back, Christopher!
Once Christopher runs away, he decides to take a train to London to find his mother.
Christopher finally finds his mom's home and waits on her steps until she arrives. Hello, Christopher. What are you doing? You can come in. So, how are you doing?
Good.
How's your father doing?
Good.
Give me.
What's going on here?
I'm leaving you. I gotta take care of my son.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Christopher and his mother return home, and Christopher receives a golden retriever from his father as a gift to retain his trust. He currently lives with his mom, and he often talks to his dad.
And I just want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys think something's wrong with Christopher? Yeah. Shoot out.
But I don't think I did anything different than other God-fearing women would do. When those wounded Union soldiers came walking through Washington, D.C., bloodied and brutalized, I felt compelled to gather supplies from my pantry and my neighbor's pantry and deliver them to the troops. They needed our help, love, and care. It was after the Battle of Cedar Mountain in Virginia where I went out onto the field to give them water and food that people started calling me the angel of the battlefield. But I was no angel. I was just a woman affected by the war, just like everyone else, I would imagine. After the war, I couldn't forget all of the things I'd seen. So, as a nurse, I helped to start the American Red Cross effort. People, I thought, would always need help.
Folks call me Patience. They call me something different. I was a slave back in North Carolina. But now, I own my name, Patience. They call me that because I was so patient, waiting so long for my freedom to come. I moved from plantation to city, job to job, enjoying the freedom to say I quit. The only problem was the laws that the white men made, which turned my freedom into a crime. If a worker said that she was going to quit, the authorities would call them a vagrant. So sad. After all them deaths, so many people dying, I'm still fighting for the day that I can say I'm free.
Well, my dad raised me to always make the best of things. When the war started, I knew nothing was going to be the same again, but I had to help fight for our way of life. Our men were slowly losing the will to fight on, and they needed all the help they could get. So I took up arms in my own particular way. By the end of the war, I was one of the most famous spies in the South. I'm not ashamed to admit that I used my southern charms to garner the friendship of influential gentlemen. Those gallant gentlemen unknowingly supplied me with the information I needed to serve as a messenger for the Confederate Intelligence Service. Such it was. It was on my last mission on the way to England carrying Confederate dispatches that everything changed. I was only 20 years old at the time, but our ship was captured by the Union blockade. What was a girl supposed to do? I married the Union captain who took control of the ship. I was all for the cause, but by the end, after so much death, seeing all I had to see, while surviving seemed like a good idea to me. We all had to do our part and hope that one day this would all just be a memory.